All right, so the next step after looking at the budget is to find ways to cut the budget. And so saving money obviously is so important. So I brought in the expert when it comes to all wedding things, Alyssa. She owns NashvilleBrideGuide.com, and she's here to help us figure out, okay, how do we take like a Pinterest beautiful picture, but make it reasonable and within budget.
Exactly. I mean, there's this whole Pinterest effect that happens when you're looking online for your wedding and getting inspiration, but you don't know the price tag that's attached to that picture. So that's what I like to call the Pinterest effect. And you, Malia, congratulations, first of all.
Thank you.
You sent in some awesome inspiration photos of some tablescapes that you love. I love the whole like dark and moody look that you have going on, like with the black pops and stuff like that. So I brought in 2 inspiration tables today. And
I'll say this, I don't even know which one is like the budget and which one's the Pinterest word. So well done. Okay, so walk us through kind of like what is all of this?
So this is the more luxury tablescape versus the more budget tablescape, which like they still look pretty similar, right? With a more luxury table, if you have this like picture in mind and you're like, I really want this for my wedding, you can still do it. Just do it like for your sweetheart table or just for your head table. If you can't give up these black plates, because they're out of your budget. It's like you can just have 2 plates and then everybody else has a white plate, So you can switch it up like that.
Yes.
My next tip is guest count, which Rachel, I feel like you would agree, the biggest way to save on your wedding budget is through your guest count. So as much as you can limit that or chop it, the more you're gonna save.
Because here's the deal too. I remember getting married and like when we got people saying they couldn't come, we were like, yes,
I know,
okay, good. It's gonna save money. Isn't that terrible though? But I'm like,
I know,
but it's true. It really is. Being able to cut that wedding guest, yes. Okay, like get tactical with me for just a second.
Let's break it down. Let's start with linens. So this linen costs about $50 just to rent for like one wedding table.
Wow.
Versus this linen is a polyester linen, and this is about $15 per linen. And then let's talk about chairs. So looking at that chair over there, it's a beautiful Chiavari chair.
Wow.
I love those. You had some of those in your images that you pinned. Those run about $8.30 per chair here in Nashville. Multiply that by 100, that's $830 that you're spending just on your wedding chairs.
Which is crazy. How much is that?
Versus this is $2.90.
I love it.
Yeah, these are like the classic wedding chairs anyways. I mean, they're comfortable. I feel like people expect these. And then breaking it down even further, like to the place setting, what's your wedding food looking like? Like a buffet?
Maybe a buffet
or
would probably work. I've seen that it will be less expensive than a plated meal.
Yeah, exactly. So if you guys are doing a buffet, you may not necessarily need a salad plate. So that means you don't need a salad fork either. And then same thing with chargers. These, food doesn't go on them, they're just decoration. I put it in there because I know you like the black theme, but you could definitely have pops of black elsewhere too. And then, think about it, for your cake or for your appetizers, you can do these clear plates that are still really nice. They cost about half of what a regular rental plate costs. You can get bamboo forks or like the nicer plastic forks for this too. And then same with your glassware. Like you can have little filling stations around your wedding, like for your water, or like you could put wine in this, water in this, and then that can even forego a champagne toast. It can forego your water or wine. So again, this is saving even more money.
Okay, another great place to save is Florals because flowers are so dang expensive, like insane. That's what I remember about our wedding budget. That's places I cut. So we got our floral budget back and I was like, what, for flowers? So it is crazy. It's so easy to spend so much on flowers.
Yeah, for sure. So on your inspiration board, you had like some little bottles with like little sprigs of flowers in them, which I think is a really great option. Even these black vases are great too. If you wanted this for your wedding, it would probably cost $75 for all of the tables.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, and then this one, which we see this on Pinterest all the time, and it looks so gorgeous. This costs about $500 for your full wedding. So, I mean, think about that major price difference there.
And I don't need the big bouquets. Like,
Sure. Right.
It's really not a priority to me to spend money on that.
Yes,
So
and
I
that's the
love
key.
this.
So great.
Another great way to save on flowers is like, think of what season that you're getting married in if it's like summer, and make sure you pick flowers that are in season in summer because you're gonna pay extra if you need to get them imported from somewhere.
Okay, Alyssa, you had some great tips. That's like so good, so
Yeah.
tactical. Okay, so for you, what is something that you're like, oh yeah, I would cut that? It'd be great.
We don't need salad. We can get the salad plates and the fancy glasses. I mean, this is beautiful.
Yes, absolutely.
Yeah.
That's so good. Oh, I love it. Okay,
Definitely.
Alyssa, so I want to know the total.
Yes.
Budget friendly versus Pinterest worthy. Like, give me the total for both.
Let's break it down. So this table is actually 3 times more than this table is.
Wow.
That's incredible.
Yeah, which is crazy. So if you think about it, each place setting at this table is going to cost you about $25 per person versus once we took everything away, between $7 and $9 per person.
That's so great. That's incredible.
Yeah. Wow.
And here's the deal too. When you're a guest at a wedding, I'm like, oh no, it's a great wedding. It's my friends. They're getting married. We're eating. We're drinking. We're dancing. We're doing all the things. And it's so fun, right? People are not sitting there and nitpicking every little thing.
Exactly.
And if they are, that's their problem.
Yeah,
Right? I'm like,
and they have
that's
nothing
miserable.
to compare it to,
Yes,
really.
no, it's so great. Oh, that's awesome. Well, Alyssa, incredible tips. Thank you so much. Thank you both
thank you.
so much for being here.
Of course.
This was so good, you guys. I feel like I learned stuff. So great. If we renew our vows one day, I'll use these tips.
Yeah,
I
of course.
will. Budget friendly. Okay, well, I hope you guys learned a lot too. And now that you know how to create a great wedding on a budget. And do not forget to check out Alyssa's website, NashvilleBrideGuide.com. Now, I want to hear from you all. So what's one wedding lie that you found yourself believing? Because let's be honest, we've all done it.